Good evening. Uh, Thank you all for being here. My name is Isaac. If you haven't met me yet, that's my name. Um, Thank you for coming. Uh, I'm kind of shocked how many people are actually here, so this is a huge deal to me. Um, I want to say a few words about what tonight is. And first of all, I actually do want to say thank you to Temp Coffee for hosting this event. It wouldn't happen without a space to be in, so thank you. A great way for you to help me say thank you also would be to support the business while you're here. Part of the event is that you get 10% off of drinks, so caffeine up, all that good stuff. I also want to say thank you to each of you because something like this doesn't happen without people that want to come support like the arts and people that do creative things. So thank you for being here. A few words on what tonight is. It's not background music for your coffee date, which I love background music for a coffee date, when that's the thing. But tonight is actually a listening environment. So on that note, I do ask that side conversations and things like that stay to a minimum. I understand that life keeps going on, so if you have to talk to somebody, just step outside to do that. But yes, it's a listening environment. Oh yes, thank you. I was gonna forget about that. You don't have to turn your phone off or anything, but just make sure it's not gonna make any fun noises. Because while that's mortifying for the person playing the music, it's even more so for the person whose phone it is. So do everybody a favor and just make sure it's not gonna go off in the middle of the night. So, but on that note, if you did at some point want to take a picture and share it with your friends, that would be fantastic. So yes, I also wanted to talk a little bit about the name of this event. When I was picking the Echo Room, everybody said to me, that sounds like an echo chamber, and that has really negative connotations. And I get that, for sure. But that's not what the intent of tonight is. One of my favorite moments when I'm listening to music is when I hear a lyric and I think, oh my gosh, that's what I've been trying to say about this thing happening in my life. And it helps me make sense of my own experiences. And in that way, it echoes back to me what's been happening in a way that I wouldn't have thought before, or I didn't think before, and it helps heal something in me, in a way. And that's what tonight is. It's not just about songs and songwriters, it's actually about all of you as well. And I hope that tonight you do hear something that helps you make sense of your own life in some little way. And your own experiences get echoed back to you. So that's what tonight is. And I know you didn't come here just to hear me talk. So I'm going to move us into the musical portion of the evening. I'm going to start off with a couple of songs that I've written. And I'm going to keep talking for this much longer. Because part of the deal for everybody that's written a song is that you have to talk about the song and then you play the song. So I'm going to do that right now. My first song, I think one of the harder things about being human is living honestly, all the things that I say, I believe, living in accordance with those things. And this song I started writing after I was having a confusing experience with somebody where they had been telling me something, and then I was experiencing something else from this person. And that's where I started writing this song from. But as I was writing it, I realized too that I do that a lot. I say all the things that I believe and that I stand on, but when it comes right down to it, I don't always behave the way I say I believe.
like my words and my actions aren't always the same thing. And I think sometimes it's almost like a form of violence, where like, maybe not physical violence, but like I'm violent towards my friendships whenever I behave that way. And I'm violent towards myself whenever what I do and what I say don't match. So that's what this song is about, and that's where this song came from, and it's called Social Crime. He was a proud, ambitious, lonely man. He talked to people with a stick in his hand. He beat his chest to silence my dissent. He always knew he was right as he could be. He knew nothing was real if he couldn't see it. He wondered why his friendships came and went. He lives for the social climb, never doing time. He lives for the social crime. I was a proudly quiet denizen, swapping back and forth a couple thoughts with him to gain a little of his point of view. He lives for the social climb, never doing time. He's an open flame in a paper shop, a razor blade in a candy bar. He doesn't know he loves to cause you harm. When he lives for the social crime. For every proud and secret hypocrite, afraid to be branded as a heretic, the truth is everyone's afraid the same as you. We're all just frauds with hidden history, closets full of skeletons we don't want to see. Hide behind a simple lie or two. When you live for the social climb, never doing time. You're a paper plane in a hurricane, a dead man wearing a diamond ring. Your sanity's the price you pay for your charm. When you live for the social crime. The social crime. The social crime. The social crime. Thank you. Thank you. You know, one of the harder things that I've had to learn and I'm still learning in my life is that you don't always get all the things that you want, which I know sounds obvious, and but sometimes I still believe that I could. There was a period of my life where I thought, like, if I can't be guaranteed all the things that I want in life, then I'll just not want anything, because then I couldn't be disappointed. I couldn't be let down, because my expectations were met. But what I've learned is that you can't, like, selectively numb your emotions. If you don't want to do sadness or disappointment or hurt, then you're also going to say no to, like, happiness and joy and belonging and love. And what I'm learning is that all of it is worth feeling, and being numb is not a way to live life. So my next song, and it's the last one that I'm going to play, is called It's All Right. And I hope it doesn't sound like flippant about disappointment. It's all right. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I hope you hear is that I'm looking at this thing that I want, and I'm recognizing that, like, all the potential for disappointment is, like, also all the potential that I have to feel joy and happiness about this thing. And that either way, it's all worth acknowledging, and that life is really beautiful. So the song's called It's All Right. Never know the love of tiny baby toes or early mornings rocking you to sleep. And to you, I may never read of wild things or giving trees or share a love for cosmic mysteries. We may never disagree and start a fight, but never chase the lightning bugs at night. Biggest fan before you're 3, or show off all your pictures on my phone. And it's true that I may never show you how to love or let go, or watch you pick the dreams you want to own. We may never disagree and start a fight. We may never chase the lightning bugs at night. I may never get to hold you when you're frightened, or warn you not to let the bedbugs bite. And I may never see if you have eyes that match me, or let you grow your hair out if you want. And I may never have a chance to even make you mad when you think you know better, but you don't. We may never get to hold you when you're frightened, or warn you not to let the bedbugs bite. Tuck you in, I love you, and good night. I may never know you, and it's all right. 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 Thank you.
Well, that does it for me. But I'm about to introduce the next songwriter of tonight. And I was asking her for a funny anecdote to help introduce her to you all. I'm going to swap mics real fast because she's going to use this one, and I'll talk on the other one. But I was asking for, I think I have a bad cable. Let's all hold our tongue just right, and maybe it will work the rest of the evening. But I was asking, this is Hannah, my friend Hannah. We've been friends for a little while. Yes. I was asking her for a funny anecdote to introduce her this evening. And she told me that she started gigging at her parents' coffee shop called Java the Hutt. And that's where she cut her teeth as a musician. So yes, Hannah is a fantastic singer and keyboard player. And you're all really in for a treat. She's also playing again right here, almost in this exact spot, next weekend, Saturday, 5 to 7.
I paid him to say that.
It's not a ticketed event, so you can show up and hear music for free, which is awesome. So
Yeah, you
you
can't
can
talk.
have conversations. It's not, yeah. But yeah,
That's so funny.
please give a round of applause to my good friend Hannah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I just want to echo Isaac. It really means a lot to have this many people from our community come out and care about us, care about little songwriters, want to listen, and also like be quiet when we're playing. I'm already excited. Anyways, I'm gonna kick off. I don't want to play and sing or talk at the same time, so just bear with me for a second. This first song I wrote just a few months ago. I was reflecting on the year before, and the year prior was rough. I was in the trenches. I was in the pits of my life. But when I was reflecting on that time, there was just this theme of being really, really, really honest with myself about being in the trenches, being really, really honest with other people. And the biggest impact, I think personally, is being really, really, really honest with God about being in the trenches. And when I thought about that honesty and like, what was it? Like, what did that look like for me? The trend was this one question that I was just constantly found myself repeating. And that question is called, God, is that you? And it started kind of as like a funny bit, like the power would go out and I'd be like, God, that's so funny of you. Or like, I remember one day, this is so funny. I was literally praying and I was like, God, I want to see your humor. Like people talk about it. I want to see what that looks like. And the next day I went and checked the mail. I was living with my mom at the time. And it was like a sign up for your AARP card for my mom. And I was like, that's awesome. And I was like, God, is that you again? Like, this is hilarious. And that came out both in the positive and the negative, like those hilarious moments like that, but also like being in the trenches and like having some hope and being like, ooh, God, is that you also doing that? So yeah, this is my attempt to just like capture the range of that question and what it meant to me. This song is called God, Is That You? All over the kitchen floor, the kettle screaming, I ignore it. Too busy dancing with the elephants in the room. God, is that you? Writing the words on the page, selling me out on the stage, changing say about me? Am I okay? Why do I feel so alive when I'm being burned? God, is that you? Writing the words on the page, selling me out on the stage, changing my route on the way home, begging me to act my age, wishing that I never stayed, oh, making it so complicated, changing my route on the way home again. Oh God, is that you? 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 In blue jeans and sunsets and drunk cigarettes and in clean sheets and my friends and taking the breath in the morning with coffee and honey and nothing on my mind. In green lights and flowers and taking things fast and in red wine and showers and light dinner jazz in the evening with candles half melted and nothing on my mind. Oh God, is that you? Writing the words on the page, selling me out on the stage, taking my time on the way home again. Oh God, is that you? Thanks. Guys, I'm shaking. Like, crazy, crazy, crazy. Thanks. This next one is a song that the idea came to me in like 2021, and then I just sat on the idea for like 4 years. I just wrote it pretty recently. But the song came, I grew up, for those of you who don't know, I'm born and raised in Albany, Georgia. And when I was like 20-ish, I moved away, as you do when you grow up in Georgia, you know. And I spent four years away, and then I came back last summer. But during those 4 years away, I remember I just started to notice like how my siblings and my parents and my friends had just impacted me in these tiny, tiny ways, where I'd be like in the grocery store picking out granola and thinking about my grandpa, and just like, that's so random. But I didn't notice it until I was out of this environment. And so I remember the first one, I was peeling an orange, and I was peeling it the same exact way I watched one of my grandparents peel an orange when I was a little kid. They use a butter knife, really efficient. And I was like, that's so sweet. Like, that grandparent had passed, and I still have this weird way of like carrying this thing forward. I've hit that mic like 4 times, and I told you guys I'm shaky. Anyways, so I started keeping a list. I was like, somehow I'm gonna talk about this in a song one day, and I don't know how. So for 4 years, I just wrote down so many things, and the list still exists. I feel like I could write like 4 more of these songs with everything else on the list. So I knew I had this list, and I knew I was gonna write it, but I didn't know how I was gonna tie it all together. And I was just like, for 4 whole years, like, man, it might not happen. And then last year, I was in a meeting at work, and I work remote, and I was like helping someone craft some kind of message for our team or something. And I was saying it, and they were typing it, and they're sharing their screen, so I'm watching it, and I am saying the word related, and they're typing relate it. And I keep being like, no, related. And they're like, I got it, related. And it was just back and forth. And I thought it was really funny. I love playing on words like that in songs and just like tweaking it a little bit and it means something a little bit different. And in that moment, I was like, that's it. That's how I'm going to tie all of these things together. Is this related, relate it, weird play on words? So yeah, this song is called Related, Related, not two words, related. They say I sound just like my brothers when you I'm sorry, my brother's here. It made me really emotional. I'm sorry. I haven't sung it for him. Oh, God. I'm not gonna, he's like right in front of me too. It's really not. Okay. They say I sound just like my brothers when you get me on the phone. We all swing the opposite of how we do when we throw. I drive just like my mother, way too fast and too hard. And our care is the same. I like to blame all the scars. My roommate showed me lavender belongs in lattes, and limes go in Coke. Now I drink it the same way. I didn't know cinnamon rolls weren't a breakfast food. Someone told me last year, and how I wished my dad could hear it. I like my t-shirts just like his, 3 sizes up. Inherited too soon, but now I'm so immune. But I can relate it, it's all related. I'm so related to where I've been. I can relate it, it's all related. I'm so related, it's more than kin. I make the same jokes as my best friend from 2,000 miles away. I can't hear her, but I know it's in the same exact cadence. I break down like my old car in the middle of the day. It's never on my own time, and it's never where I'm safe. My bike was left in Idaho with pieces of me. Now I'm thanking Jesus, 'cause they're out of reach. I like to question everything. I wonder where that's from. Maybe it's second nature or some random stranger. But I can relate it, it's all related. I'm so related to where I've been. I can relate it, it's all related. I'm so related, it's more than kin. I'm everyone I've ever known, interlocked and still my own. Every thought I've had is someone else's. Just like those dolls that stack inside every place I still reside. I'm me right now and me when I was 5. 'Cause I can relate it, it's all related. I'm so related to where I've been. I can relate it, it's all related. I'm so related, it's more than kin. I'm so related, it's more than kin. Thank you so much. gonna play one more song and hopefully stop freaking out on this last one. This last song I wrote 8 years ago when I feel like I was a wee little tiny baby. This was the first song that I wrote and was like excited to perform live and like proud of and ready to show my friends. I also snuck it into one of my temp sets here and people clapped for it and I was like, okay, wait, like I might have done something. But I do want to be honest because the original version of this song I wrote as a letter to my father who had passed a few months prior. And I loved the chords and I loved the melody and I was like excited to like record it and release it. And I was like, I can't have my friends and family like bopping their heads to a letter I wrote my dead dad. Like that just isn't the vibe I was going for with my first single. So I did tweak this song to pretend like it's about a breakup. I had recently gone through a breakup, but that is not what the song was about at all, by any means. And what's funny, I really want to just put this on the record and get this off my chest officially. The bridge of this song, when I play it, all my friends and family, they're like, the bridge, it's so beautiful. The entire conversation I talk about in the bridge, 100% made up. I never had that conversation. You'll see when I get there. I talk about like something my mom said. She never said that to me. I was just like, I need something poetic, like what can I say? And I was like, my mom said that. She didn't. I made it all up. Anyways, this song is called Growing Pains. I've been sleeping alone and growing my hair out. I turned off my phone and I stopped wearing makeup. I'm eating alone and facing my fears now. I learned to say no, but it's weird 'cause I'm making it on my own. I'm all alone. I've got growing pains, 'cause growing's painful. It hurts deep in my veins, but I'm still grateful for growing pains, 'cause growing changed me. I know I look the same, but nothing stayed the same when I left you. I'm all alone. I'm dreaming alone and letting my hair down. Found shade on my own. I lay there till it felt okay on my own. I'm all alone. I've got growing pains, 'cause growing's painful. It hurts deep in my veins, but I'm still grateful for growing pains, 'cause growing changed me. I know I look the same, but nothing stayed the same when I left you. I'm all alone. I called my mom that day. I told her how I wanted things to change. Told her how we had grown apart, but life without you seemed too hard. She said, don't you love the stars? You can love things from afar. She said, go watch the sunset, the color changing, make it beautiful. She said, love can make you blind. She said, just don't waste your time. But I've got growing pains, 'cause growing's painful. It hurts deep in my veins, but I'm still grateful for growing pains. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for coming. Yeah.
Yes. While they're doing that, I'm going to see if I can get this mic cable to work, and I'll introduce the next person, who is also the final songwriter of the evening. Whenever I was coming up with the idea for tonight, I was thinking through people that I would want to ask to play at something like this, because I wanted it to be good, and I wanted it to be also honest and authentic, and somebody that came to mind was John. So I texted John and I was like, hey, I'm doing this thing for like singer-songwriters in the Albany area. Do you happen to write songs? I didn't even know if he wrote songs. And he said,
No.
he was like, I've written songs for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah. What if you send me some voice memos of what you've written? And he was like, yeah, I can do that. So he sent me 3, and all of them were actually amazing. One thing that I love when I'm listening to a song is whenever like I hear something and I go like, I wish I would have written that. That's so good. And like multiple times listening to those voice memos, I was like, all that
Well,
to say,
thank you, Isaac.
your songs are great. One other thing that I also wanted to say about him also is, I said also like 7 times now. I have sat in John in his home, and while he's writing songs. And one thing that I really appreciate, whenever I'm making something, I'll wait until it's like almost done and it's really good before I'll share it with anybody.
Not me. I just throw it out there. I'm just
Genuinely, like,
will this take?
yeah. And I just wanted to say, like, I appreciate that so much. I think, like, letting people into the creative process that way is really valuable. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that, like, John's not afraid to be messy in front of people.
And this it's gonna be messy.
It's also going to be really great. So y'all please give John a warm welcome.
Well, thank you, Isaac. I think this is awesome, Isaac. I'm glad this came into your mind and you have just put it into action. And thank everybody here for the support. Is that Tony? Just put him on the spot. Well, Isaac just took my entire opening. I was going to share that exact story. So I don't have anything to say. Yeah, so that was July, I think, when you text. So I've never really sat down and tried to write anything, but my wife went on, she went out of town 2 weekends in a row. So I had like a 4-day weekend because I had to take off work. We didn't have anybody watch the kids. So I'm just in the home, for 4 days. I was kind of going stir crazy. I just started messing around and just wrote some songs. But for the most part, I mean, everything that I wrote, it's just from experience, either me personally or like in this song, I see me and my wife in this song, particularly just our upbringing. I'm not very eloquent with my words like Isaac and Hannah, so I'm just going to play the song. It's called Latchkey Kid. County Line Road, there's a building on each side. One's got a steeple, one's got a neon sign. Seem to find a more honest man sitting on a bar stool than the one yelling, looking like a fool. Trust the institutions, the school and the church. Left as a kid, hope the grown-ups are grown up. Well, turn out okay if we just trust and obey. Half the kids were there just to hook up. You know, I wasn't that old. Something felt cold about that place. You know, I would have done better anywhere but there in my life. My little sister. Thank you. I was sitting there listening to a man who was talking, telling me my heart's deceitful above all else. Trust me, he says, I know the way. Heaping on bondage I can't shake. Turns out he was feeling up a girl in the back room. It was her fault, her clothes were too tight. And he got off, and there was nothing left to say. Sweep it under the religious rug and send her on her way. You know, I wasn't that old, but something felt cold about that exchange. You know, I would have done better anywhere but there in my life. Latchkey kid, trying to make sense of it all. Watching images of scenes of families on the screen. Wondering where the hell mine were. They're just doing what they've learned. You know, I would have done better with a little one-on-one in the backyard. You know, I wasn't that old, but the funny thing was, I grew cold. I grew cold. I grew cold. Thank you. This next song, it's about loss. I know, I'm sure probably everybody in this room has experienced loss of some kind. And you know, me personally, it was somebody I grew up with from birth, and you know, just taken without warning. You know, so I don't know. But even when you do have, you feel like you have some time, you know somebody's about to leave you. You know, my wife, she was that in 23. You lost your grandmother. But you know, even that is still hard. I mean, loss is tough. And so I wrote this song specifically about my friend that was killed, and it's called Mimosa Tree. You know, because it's specific things. You know how certain things you'll see or hear or smell, and it will take you back to that. And for me, it's the sight of a mimosa tree. He had one in his yard that we used to play in when we were younger. I hate that mimosa tree. It makes me remember me, 13 and carefree. And you were there with me. Summertime was our freedom. Dirt road covered feet. Fishing in the creek. Talking about what we wanna be. The county came and paved the road. They chopped down all those trees. Oh, they can't take my memories of that sandy beach. Summertime was our freedom. Dirt road covered feet. Fishing in the creek. Talking about what we wanna be. You've gone away. I'm not okay with you living in my memories. I have so much left to say. Summertime was our freedom. Dirt road covered feet. Fishing in the creek. Talking about what we wanna be. You weren't there on my wedding day. Never got to meet my kids. Life's plans been rearranged. You were the logic to my right brain. Summertime was our freedom. And dirt road covered feet. Talking about we wanna be. Thank you. This next one, I didn't even have title for a long time. It was just Capo 2, A Position. But I just call it Smart People. And I wrote it about, I don't know, when I wrote it about Catherine. She's so smart. No, but I don't know, I just feel like knowledge can, in my mind, it can make you do two things. I mean, you can gain knowledge, a lot of knowledge, to where you just keep it to yourself, and you can become very arrogant. I mean, you ever been around somebody like they know a lot, and they let you know they know a lot? But then there's people that know a lot, and they can talk to you like a human, and it doesn't come across as arrogant, and you want to be around those people. But it's interesting, and as I wrote this, I realized, a mirror was kind of put up in my face, because, there was a time in my life that I did get very, I could just latch onto an idea or something I believed, and if I met somebody with an opposing idea, not having it. And really, you cannot build relationships when you are closed-minded like that. So I don't know, knowledge can make you very arrogant or it can make you very humble, because you realize the more you know, you realize I don't know anything. So I don't know, what do you call this, Isaac? A metaphor? It's not like it's literal. It's a picture, an analogy. I'm not very smart.
Garbed in long clothes, chins turned upward, footsteps taken softly. People filling up their minds, writing down words for you and I. Always searching, never arriving at the truth. Always looking, never able to see. Spiral staircases lined with books, windows to look out but never be seen. Ivory towers up on a hill, no way to get there, no way to leave. Always searching, never arriving at the truth. Always looking, never able to see. They don't like the narrative unless it's comparative to the thoughts they already had. Immovable stones with eyes wide shut, they take your reality and they start to deconstruct. Always searching, never arriving at the truth. Always looking, never able to see. Always searching, never arriving at the truth. Always looking, never able to see.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Isaac, Hannah, all of you. I'll give it to you, Isaac.
Yes, thank you all for being here. I'm going to try to get this microphone off of here. I know this one works, so I'm going to use it instead. I did want to say a few words on, if tonight has been enjoyable for you and is something that you would like to support more in the future. There are some ways that you can do that don't cost you any money at all, and they're super easy. You could follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. We're also on YouTube, although we don't have any videos yet. So if you wanted to give us a follow on all those places, that would be great. All those little cards that you got on the way in have our usernames and all of that kind of stuff. So if you're a person who does all the social media things, you can find us there. Yes. The best thing you could do, actually, though, is just tell people. If this has been a good experience and something that you want to see continue happening, we're going to keep doing it. And we would love for more people to come and more people to be involved, particularly people that write songs. We don't just want it to be the three of us all the time, but we will do that, I guess. Got to keep writing songs, you guys. I would love to get more artists involved and to build community around songwriting and around sharing music with people. So if you know somebody that does that and you think that they should play at a night like this, please tell them about this and then direct them to our website, theechoroom.net. We have an application page on the website, which is, sounds intimidating, but it's really not. I just need to know some things about people, On that note, on the website also, there's a contact form, and if you are a person that's prone to leaving reviews for things, it's not a review, but I would love feedback, how tonight could be better, because this is the first one, and it's all up from here, So let us know how we can do better. And also, the next Echo Room is already on the calendar for us, December 4th. It will be in Dawson at the Clay Communion. If you're not familiar with the Clay Communion, yeah, Clay Communion. The Clay Communion is a pottery studio and event space. It's a very beautiful building. If you've not been before, you should. And you should go on December 4th, because that's when we'll be there, making beautiful music in a beautiful space. So tickets are already live on the website for that, so you can go check those out there as well. Yeah, and the last thing that I want to say is if you heard something tonight that did meet something in you, it would be totally appropriate to walk up to that person and say, thank you for writing, thank you for sharing, and thank you for putting your work out there. So that's all I have. Thank you all for coming. What time does the building close? Right now? 8 o'clock. We have mingle time until 8 o'clock, but that concludes the program portion of the night. Thank you all for being here.